Alright, starting the day here in the Magic Kingdom parking lot, but this is a weird sight. No trees blocking this road that leads over to the Polynesian. You can actually see the new Polynesian Tower back there. Not used to these views in the Magic Kingdom parking lot. Used to a lot more trees, but construction all over the property right now. As it goes here in Disney World. Let's get going. Alright, row 114. Not sure my character yet, but I'll make sure I write that down so I don't get lost in this sea of cars later. A long walk over to Magic Kingdom. I don't think I'm going to take the tram. I think I'm going to stretch my legs and walk to TTC and then probably take the ferry. I like the views from the ferry boat. We are in fact hoofing it, as we did in my first video at Hollywood Studios. That's Aladdin there. I was in Simba 114. I'll have to write that down, or I guess I could check the video back. Simba 114. Speaking of Simba, I do miss when they did the Simba 1 storyline on the safari. I rode that last week, and yeah, I do kind of miss that storyline aspect, but still, obviously, Safari, one of the best rides here on Walt Disney World property. Planes, trains, and automobiles here at Transportation and Ticket Center. Got the monorail going by, a tram that I opted not to take. It's still a little early, not too hot yet, so not a bad walk at all. I gotta try and get into Magic Kingdom before 10:30. I want to try and get to Lunching Pad. See if I can get some of these breakfast tachos topped with chili. See how they compare to the Animal Kingdom tachos I like so much. But we're running short on time. It's about 10:05 right now, so I gotta get across Seven Seas Lagoon and into Tomorrowland in 25 minutes. We'll see. Alright, we're through security just like that, and I think I'm going to take the ferry because that monorail line does not look pleasing. So ferry for a shorter line and what I think are better views. Who doesn't love that reveal from the ferry either? Going right across the water straight to the Magic Kingdom. Alright, getting off the General Joe Potter. Ready for a day at Rivers of America. Almost there.
Please step carefully.
Looks like a hidden Mickey over there. Busy morning here, but we're almost in. Definitely missed breakfast at this point by a couple minutes, but so it goes. This never gets old, I gotta be honest. Alright, so I gotta find breakfast now that I'm late. 10:37 right now, so missed Lunching Pad by 10 minutes by the time I got over there for breakfast. So I think I'm going to try and get spring rolls. You can't go wrong with spring rolls for breakfast. Why not? Alright, we heard the cavalcade coming, so going to stop here, see if we can get a good view of some of the characters as they round this corner and head down Main Street here. fun to walk in and see a cavalcade right away, see some characters, get the day going. Now, spring rolls. Eye on target. Alright, not a traditional breakfast, but can't go wrong with it nonetheless. 1 cheeseburger and 1 pepperoni pizza. Had to do both. Found the only shaded spot over here. Pretty busy day already in Magic Kingdom. So I'm just eating here on the bridge, hoping a squirrel doesn't jump out of the bushes. Alright, I gotta say I'm pretty partial to the cheeseburger spring roll. I like that one a little more, but always do both. Why not get both when you're here? Gotta say though, that's probably my first time having spring rolls for breakfast. We'll see how that goes later. Alright, there goes the Liberty Belle for 1 lap. I think I'm gonna try and catch the next boat and do a lap on the Liberty Belle before I go over to Tom Sawyer Island. In a few months, this will probably all be drained. Who knows where the Liberty Belle will end up. Tom Sawyer Island will begin undergoing construction, and we will just have to see. We'll have to see how the views and the landscape all changes around here. That was loud. That was very loud. We'll have to see how the views change with Piston Peak and the Cars attraction coming to Frontierland. Concept art looks a little more promising than I think we all expected, so, you know, here's to hoping. But this classic old school Magic Kingdom attraction in the Liberty Belle and at Tom Sawyer's Island is going to be sorely missed by a lot. Although not very popular nowadays, I get it. Still will be sorely missed. But if we're being honest, I haven't been over there in years. Probably since I was a middle schooler, maybe. But we're going back today. We'll see. Alright, so at Westward Ho over there, I actually found a $6.99 breakfast sandwich. I didn't plan on this, but spring rolls aren't going to be able to fill me up till later today, so went ahead and got a sausage and egg biscuit breakfast sandwich, and I'm going to eat it out here, viewing some of the construction at Big Thunder Mountain. Tom Sawyer rafts, Rivers of America. Alright, we've boarded. I'm on the 2nd level. And we're almost off. Departs every half hour, an hour. So at 11:30 it'll be taken off. I'll do a lap. I'll probably do Tom Sawyer afterwards, and then maybe come back and do the Liberty Belle for one last lap after having explored Tom Sawyer Island for the first time as an adult. Yeah, just want to document this, make sure I got on this one last time before it's gone forever. We're off for a lap. One last time before these cranes take away the rivers of America. He's marking his 100th voyage down the river today with great levity on his watch. So far, Sam knows this river like his own backyard. Sam, tell our guests everything you know about this river. I know at one point that watermill used to run. I'm not sure when it stopped working, to be honest, but I don't think they're going to turn it back on before this place closes. The next watercraft I'll be boarding will be that Tom Sawyer raft. Again, for the first time as an adult. I haven't been back on the island for quite some time. But due to those cranes, you see there another construction about to go on. Got to get a couple last looks at these Tom Sawyer Island and Rivers of America views. Everybody getting in on the last runs of the island and the riverboat. There's some kids aiming at us up there, defending their fort. Even got some wildlife. Sounds like that thing's gonna blow up or fall apart. Either way. Now I've been told that animatronic on the house on the water over there is the same animatronic you can find in his rocking chair on the Disneyland version of Pirates of the Caribbean. Right there across from Blue Bayou as the ride starts. I believe they use the same animatronic there as here on Walt Disney World's Rivers of America. On my next lap later, I'll have to go look at the other side of the boat so I can get a look at that new track on Big Thunder Mountain. Get some good shots for the enthusiasts out there. Big Thunder Mountain got all new track for their coaster. Pretty soon this river will be drained and you'll be able to see the track. There's a single line track in the middle of this river on the floor of this river that the boat actually follows. These captains are great captains, but they're not actually navigating the walls of the river. They have a track they're on. I'm sure they just control the speed. I remember how weird it was seeing the river drained during its last restoration or refurbishment a few years ago. Quite an odd sight, and it's going to get even weirder with Tom Sawyer Island being transformed to Piston Peak and the rivers of America seemingly being minimized. Still going to see some water, looks like, in the Piston Peak area and a riverfront on the Frontierland side, but not sure how much access we will really have. It is all in concept art stages right now, so we will have to see. I guess we're coming up on Tree Snag Reef. And what seems like a cave.
Captain, we're passing Cutthroat Corner. Attention deck crew, stay alert.
What would they do if I just hid out in there? Lived there through the construction phase, documented it all. You think they'd kick me out? I could do it. I could live there.
If you folks on deck look past the trees on the island, that's Fort Langmore. Most of these old forts started out as trading posts.
Now we're on the other side of the fort. Heavily fortified Fort Langhorne, I believe it's called. Actually, a view of Big Thunder there through the trees and its construction crane again.
Leadsman, give me a depth reading. Sing out.
The views of Frontierland will not be beat. I really wish we could at least keep the boat and the Grand Circle tour here of the island, but all good things come to an end. I'm sure Disney will provide a good product in Piston Peak, and I'm sure people will like it more than they think right now. I, for one, actually enjoyed the concept art more than I thought I would for Piston Peak. I was pleasantly surprised with what it all looked like. Now I know it's concept art, but it's something to be excited about at least. And there's where we took off from. So first lap of the day and it's almost over. I think I'm going to try and head over to Tom Sawyer. Do a little exploring. Getting ready to exit here, but look, the cavalcade's actually made its way, or going for another trip, I should say. Seeing Miguel, Jesse, Woody, Mr. and Mrs. Incredible, the Princess Float. I don't know how many of these they have a day, but it is nice that they do a few of them so everybody can get a chance to see their favorite characters.
Come on, Grant.
Here's the top of that watermill I was talking about. No longer running, but I'm guessing here is where it pulled from. Up here elevated above Tom Sawyer Island. It's gonna be easy for me to get lost back here because I haven't been up here in years. Playground there for the kids. I saw a cave down here. Let's see if it's a little less busy now. Back of the windmill. And let's see if I can get in this cave by the little crooked bridge. Is it wrong to be scared? I don't know what's in here. This is terrifying. I didn't know Disney did HHN mazes. This is terrifying. I see daylight. Daylight. Harper's Mill. Harper's Mill was the name of that watermill I was trying to remember. I hear an owl, but where is it? Now we'll get a shot of the riverboat coming in from us standing on the Tom Sawyer side.
Welcome back to Liberty Square. At this time, please gather up your personal belongings and take your phones over by their hand and make your way on down to the very bottom deck. The deck that's closest to the surface of the water is the only one and the only exit. There's a staircase located on either side of the boat, so head on downstairs to the very bottom deck. Launch your step as you exit the Liberty Belle and thanks for riding aboard.
This looks dangerous. Alright, I'm going to try my luck at this barrel bridge. Hopefully without losing my phone or my life. If I do, I guess I could end up with a haunted mansion next door. Traffic jam here. Alright, one row down. Didn't end up a resident yet. Oh, I don't like this. Why is it wet? Why is it wet? Whew. Solid ground. Alright, there's a look at Big Thunder Mountain construction. And there's that shot I was talking about, the brand new track on this coaster, Big Thunder Mountain Railroad. Shiny, all new, painted black. I wonder if it'll ride any different. I'm sure it will. I wonder if it'll be noticeable, is more so what I mean. Hey, that's not a goat. That goat looks a little different. I'm excited for this one to reopen. It is a classic. Can't go wrong with a classic coaster. And we'll continue. I'm right behind Fort Langhorne, so I might go explore that. Oh, am I infiltrating the fort from the back? Back entrance.
I think it is a little ceremony.
Oh. Hidden Mickey, maybe? Last shot at that Hidden Mickey. Alright, so just found the guardhouse before I try my attempt at the escape tunnel. The guardhouse isn't doing much guarding. Looks to be sleeping. Escape.
Move. I got two little ones back there.
It is tight quarters in here. Very tight. Let me out. Ow, I just hit my head. This is where you come out of the escape tunnel. That is not a very friendly confines in there. Very skinny, tight, short ceilings. I actually hit my head. If you saw the camera shake, pretend you didn't, please. That was me hitting my head. Big Thunder Mountain not telling us something? Rocky Mountain Construction, RMC. Are we getting an RMC in Walt Disney World? Doubt it. think that might do it for my last time on Tom Sawyer. Saw pretty much everything. Just wanted to give it one last look. Thanks for the memories. I feel like I'm making a lot of these videos lately. My last time at Muppet Vision, now my last time at Tom Sawyer and the Liberty Belle. But as I always say, so it goes. We'll see what the New Year's bring in.
Haven't taken any photos of this. Yeah, it'll be fun. No. Out? This way? This way. No?
I don't like that I can hear a bat. It sounds like a bat. This was another tunnel I found on the way out. Oh, this is expansive. Where am I?
Mom, don't scare me like Don't scare me like that,
I
okay?
have no clue which way to go.
Hey, there's no ways to get up here. That's a dead end.
Daylight, I see daylight. Oh, back by the Barrel Bridge in Haunted Mansion. That makes sense. The line for the Barrel Bridge, everybody getting their last runs. I'm gonna skip it. I already did it. I already tested my fate and I passed. I'm not gonna test it again.
Oh man, look at her cool ka-chow.
Alright, I think that's gonna do it for me and the riverboat, the Liberty Belle, Liberty Square Riverboat, and the Tom Sawyer Island attraction. Saw what I needed to see. Very hot. Hopefully whatever they bring there in Piston Peak has some water effects or some shade, because oh my goodness, is it hot in the summer. But yeah, I'm just glad I got out here one last time. I haven't been out there since I was a kid, so it was good to go see it. I got to see the new track on Big Thunder Mountain up close over there on the north side of Tom Sawyer Island. I was able to go take a closer look at that. So I don't think I'm going to do another lap on the Liberty Belle. I think I'm going to call it with that one I had this morning. But yeah, just glad I got out here to do this. It'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see all the construction go on and the river get drained again, and see how long it takes to get the Piston Peak stuff in here at Magic Kingdom. But I think it's exciting. I think, you know, stuff needs change every now and then. So no matter how you feel about it, hopefully you can find something you like with the new area. But yep, I think that's going to do it for me. I need to go hydrate and hit the road. But thanks for following along. I know this is stream of consciousness kind of watching, but I just want to document my theme park adventures, especially stuff like this where I'm never going to be able to do this again. So I'm just glad I could document it, and appreciate you if you watch and you just want to get a last look too. Thank you. And now for the ferry ride back home. And it's upside down from this angle, but that's actually a hidden Mickey at the Magic Kingdom ferry dock. There's actually another one at the TTC. I'll try to show you that one if we can on the way back. Definitely a much more enjoyable experience on the way back with hardly anybody on the boat. Actually going to get a seat aboard the General Joe Potter. There goes the monorail. Almost took that. At the last second I decided to turn around, take the ferry again. They really pull out a station there. We're flying back to the TTC. I always like to pick up the new maps whenever they have a new cover print, so got a nice one there. I have a good photo with Tiana's. Add it to my bin of others at home. If you have not checked out the new Poly Tower yet, even if it's just for lunch or a walkthrough, it's very cool. I believe it's called Waturi Grill. I could be completely wrong on that, but the grill and restaurant on the first floor out by the beach is very good. Really, really good bar food. Drinks as well. Good setting. Went there on a cold night in December and just sat out along the water and had a very nice meal. So highly recommend if you're down here and have not tried that yet.
We do have a tendency to bounce around a bit during docking. If you are standing or sitting on the stairs, we ask that you please clear the stairway. Everyone else, please remain where you are until we've completed our docking. Once again, please clear the stairway. You will be given an all clear when it is safe to travel the stairs and go ashore. Por favor, manténganse alejado de las escaleras.
There's a little zoomed out view of the Big Thunder Mountain crane. This time from Seven Seas Lagoon. Alright, so I guess it's time I introduce myself. I'm Nick with the Parkside. If you've watched my Muppet Vision video that included a long walk and talk, or if you just watch this video now with Rivers of America closing and Tom Sawyer Island exploration, you'll realize I'm just documenting stream of consciousness, kind of just wanting to get these things on tape, experiencing them for the last time. If you like that kind of thing, please tune in. There will be more. I visit the parks quite often. I enjoy the Disney parks. I have a lot of history with them, and I like to share a lot about the Disney parks and talk parks, talk coasters, talk rides. So if you like that kind of thing, maybe follow along. I'll try to post some more videos, but I am also working on a blog. I like to write and talk about theme parks, as said, so theparkside.blog. You'll find me there. You'll see some content coming soon, especially about Epic Universe. I want to start getting a couple things out about that. I am in love with that park. I can't wait for them to add annual passes there. But I thought I really needed to hop on here and just introduce myself. My name's Nick. I'm the Parkside on Twitter, X, Instagram, and the Parkside.blog if you want to see me write things. But again, you're going to hear me ramble. You're going to hear me film random things. I just want to share my park experience, document things for my future enjoyment, whether that's just reflecting on things that are gone like these last two videos, or just looking back at all that's changed. But glad I got out there today and filmed Liberty Belle and Tom Sawyer Island one last time, just for my own enjoyment. But thanks if you watched all the way through. Welcome to the Parkside, and thanks. See you soon.